I'm Joe, and back in 2023, I was lucky enough to buy my very first home, a 57-foot narrowboat called Lydia. The plan was to give her a complete makeover, inside and out, and then set off onto the inland waterways of the UK. But when I had to get a new job based in the northwest, I realised I was nowhere near ready for the challenge that lay in store. Driving Lydia through 90 miles, 3.5 furlongs, 4 counties and 76 locks to Cheshire.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Everybody cross your fingers.
So, this is the journey of a 23-year-old fool still figuring out this little thing called life as he heads for new horizons. Welcome to the Voyage of Lydia.
Afternoon all. I'm filming on the new phone. It's the new device. I've finally got it all set up and I'm getting ready to go up to, because I'm just moved up now near Great Haywood, so I'm getting ready to go up there and do a lot of manky jobs like empty my bins, do my toilet and all that stuff. Let's go. To be off again. I've been moored up there for a couple of days while I was getting my new phone sorted and doing a couple of other things. Had a bit of a drama with my water pump as well. The peg that fixes it on, that fixes the hose onto the bottom of the accumulator tank next to the pump, that blew off, and I ended up with a rather wet floor for a little while. But a man's come down and he's put some new plumbing in and it's all mended now, so I can get myself away finally. Oh, I was getting a bit sick of being there. It's good to be off. So I'm heading up to Great Haywood to get some jobs done, and hopefully it'll just be a short hop today, because I think it's just gone 1 o'clock, so I won't get very far today. But I will moor up probably just after Great Haywood, and I need to sort a couple of other things on my new phone out. I need to get my old phone number back so I can log into apps like banking and phone number and Amazon and stuff like that. So little housekeeping jobs that need doing. Oh, it's nice to be on the move again. You'll also notice I still haven't had a shave. It keeps my face warm, which is nice, because it is quite chilly.
A little while on, after passing through some lovely scenery, I came up to my first lock of the day.
Winding time. After all the physical effort that I had to put into the double locks when I first got onto the Trent and Mersey, these single locks are so nice. I've been and got the Nicholson guide, and to get to Great Haywood, so I was moored up there, on there, just past Wolseley Bridge, and Great Haywood is there. So I do have a little bit to go. I'm at Bridge 71, Colwich Lock at the minute. I've got 1, 2, 3 bridges and 1 lock to go before I get to Great Haywood Junction, where I'm going to turn off onto the Staffs and Worcester Canal instead of going all the way to Cheshire on the Trent and Mersey, because there's less locks I can cruise for longer uninterrupted because there's less locks, and I don't have to go through Harecastle Tunnel, which is a good thing because yesterday my horn broke and my front headlight doesn't work, so I've got a big powerful torch to magnet to the front instead. But if I can save myself some effort going through some of those locks, then I will. Ooh, I think we're done.
Once I'd extracted myself from the lock,
I love the scenery of these single locks. They've all got cottages next to them. They're all out in beautiful countryside.
cruised through some more beautiful scenery, and got under quite a low bridge. I slowed down for an unfiltered ponder on something that I think quite a few solo boaters sometimes struggle with.
One of the things that I did want to do a piece to camera about, and in fact I did, one of the bits of footage that didn't survive, was just chatting a little bit about something that I think a lot of solo boaters struggle with. I know I certainly have in the last few days when I've been without a mobile phone, I've been without a way of contacting the outside world, and that is loneliness. It's a tricky one to pin down, I think, because I think when a lot of people, I know that I was like this, a lot of people when they come into this, I think they expect the freedom, they expect the tranquility, the quiet, and those are all good things. But I think on the flip side of the coin, one of the things that I know I didn't fully expect and maybe didn't fully understand was when you're out on the cut, completely alone. Like, I don't have a partner, I don't have any pets, it's just me. So when you're out on the cut by yourself, moored up like I've been for the last couple of days, pretty much in the middle of nowhere with not much around, it's very easy to fall into, you could call it an abyss, I suppose. It's very easy to fall into that pit of maybe not despair, but certainly missing contact with the outside world and with other human beings. When I drop my phone in the canal, like, my mobile phone is my link to the outside world. It's how I talk to my friends, it's how I talk to my family, it's how I connect with everybody. So when I dropped it in the water, which I'm still kicking myself about, I lost that. I lost that contact and that way of being able to reach out to people who I could talk to when I was feeling a bit lonely and a bit alone. But like I say, it's a tricky one to pin down because everybody has different levels and different capacities for being by themselves and being on their own for sometimes long periods of time. Like this journey that I'm on up to Cheshire, I've been on the go for about a week. I think it's either 7, 8 or 9 days I've been on the go for. And you know, for the vast majority of the time I have been by myself. So it is difficult, and it's something that I think if you're going to buy a narrowboat and you are going to take it cruising and you're going to be on your own, then be prepared to perhaps feel like that a little bit of the time. I wasn't when I first started off on this journey. I wasn't. Like, if you're in a marina like I was, and like I'm going to be for the foreseeable while I'm working in Cheshire, you've got a community around you. You've got boats often on either side of you that you You can have a chat to your neighbours. You can make friends down there. I certainly did at Red Hill, or I like to think I did. But when you're moving around, you lose that network, and yeah, you've got the fluidity of the movement and meeting new people pretty regularly, but that sort of solid network that kind of grounds you together with other people is lost. So I did have a point when I started this. It's kind of just been a bit of a ramble, but I think what I'm trying to say is, be prepared. If you're buying a narrowboat, you're taking it out onto the network, and you know you're going to be by yourself for long periods of time, please, 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 just think about how prepared you are to spend long periods of time alone. Because human beings aren't, we're communal creatures, I think I'm right in saying. You know, we thrive on the contact of being with other people. And when we lose that, when we're by ourselves for long periods of time, it's not good for your mental and your physical health. Confession time, I've struggled with loneliness for a little while, actually, since being in school. Like when I was in school, when I first started secondary school, I didn't have a sort of a network or a group of friends to sort of hang on to, because a lot of the friends I'd had in primary school split off into other groups, which is perfectly fine. Secondary school is a place where you make new friends and you meet new people, you make new friends, which is great. I wasn't so lucky. I didn't really find a group of people to sort of latch onto, and it was difficult. It was difficult. I would spend my lunch breaks. I'd have my lunch, and then I'd spend the rest of however long it was, an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, wandering around the school corridors. And I know that sounds really sad. And at the time it was a little bit, because I was a bit of a loner. But as I moved through the years of secondary school, I did find my group. I did find my people. And it was brilliant, because I would knock about with them, and it was all fine. But yeah, loneliness is something that I think maybe it is talked about enough, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I can only speak from my personal experience of dealing with it, and draw what, if I may impart some wisdom from a 22-year-old nobody, you know, be prepared, I think is what I'm driving at, is be prepared. Because I wasn't. When I started this journey, I wasn't prepared. I didn't really understand how much time I'd be spending by myself, and I did struggle with it. You know, moved up in a place like this, which is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous scenery. But the scenery only solves so much when you're on your own. And I think having that network of people you can rely on, and I think you know, a lot of continuous cruisers do. They have friends who they hook up with on the apps. They have their friends, their family. Some of them have partners. Well, a lot of them have partners. Some of them have kids, which is brilliant. But human contact is important, especially when you're doing something like this. You're moving around. You've got that fluidity of lifestyle that that doesn't necessarily lend itself, I think, to grounded human contact. I might be rambling a bit, I don't know, but it was something I needed to get off my chest, I think, because it's something I've struggled to deal with. I am going past a weir here, so it might not be able to hear me so good. better put the hammer down if I want to get up to Great Haywood. Let's rock and roll! Yeah, when I said that Colwich was the only lock, I was wrong. Right, Great Haywood is only, according to the sign, 100 metres up the way. So I'll top up with some diesel there, fill up me jerry cans, empty my bins out, empty my toilets out. Short hop. Today, short hop. But there's nothing wrong with that. My back's going to thank me for stopping, that's for sure. Right, I've just moved up at Great Haywood and I've loaded up the trolley with all of the undesirables, and I'm going to go up to the utility point over the bridge and get rid of it all.
That's meaning move. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like that.
Right, I've decided to stop the night at Great Haywood where I am just for tonight. I'm on some CRT visitor moorings that you've got 2 days on. I'm not too far from this where the Staffs and Worcester starts, just under the bridge, so I ain't got far to go in the morning to get onto it. I've filled up my diesel tank, so I've got a full tank now, filled that up with the jerry cans that I've got on the front. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me that so many of you take time out of your day to watch these, because I've said it before, why would you? Who am I? So thank you very much. I am constantly amazed and constantly grateful that so many of you take some 20 minutes out of your day to watch me do silly things, like, you know. But I am incredibly grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's now time. My diesel tank is full and it's now time to fill my tank up because I'm bloody starving. So yes, I will see you lot in the morning, which for me is the morning, but for you, it's next week's episode, so stay tuned. I will see you soon, and thank you for watching yet again.
I've got the goods. Cows!
Next time on the Voyage of Lydia. Orland locks are closed on the Shropshire Union. Plans change as I'm forced by winter closures to carry on northwards on the Trent and Mersey Canal.
Bye bye, Staffs and Worcester.
Cups of tea are drank, and I take in yet more of England's green and pleasant land.
Cross fingers, everybody cross your fingers.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.